So hi everyone. In today's session, let me try to help you understand how to calculate your personalized numerology lucky numbers so that you can use this to buy the most suitable house for you, keeping in mind of the numerology aspects. So for this, I will be covering two aspects before I start off. One is understanding how to calculate a Moolank number, Moolank or your life path number, and the second being your Bhagyank number, that is your destiny number. These two calculations play a very important role for us to analyze and understand how to end up with your lucky numbers. Post that, we will try to understand and break down how to actually find if a particular house number or a flat number is auspicious for you or not based on the numerology aspects and logics. So let's get started. So like I said, this aspect of numerology where we are trying to identify the lucky numbers, you will be able to see that what actually plays a very important role is your date of birth. That is not just your day, year or month, but the entire date of birth. So for that, let me take a quick example, say 19th August 1996 as the example. I will also be sharing my screen side by side so you can get a clear idea how to calculate it. So here goes. So let us consider the date of birth, say 19th August 1996. So just to make it a easier way, let us say 19th 1996. So you have your day, you have your month, and you have your year. Correct? After you're able to identify this, let us try to understand how to calculate the two aspects I just mentioned. That is, one is your Moolank number and the next one being your Bhagyank number. Okay, so when you consider your Moolank number, the only number you will be considering will be your day out of the entire birth year. So here you have 19 that you will be considering. 19th is the number that you will be considering. So in 19, what you actually have to do is, the idea behind it is you have to summate the numbers until you get a single digit. So here you have 19. So let us say 1 plus 9, you get 10. Again, 10 is a double digit, so we have to add it till we get a single digit number. That is 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So basically you have been able to identify your Moolank is 1. Next, let us try to understand the next bit, that is how to calculate your Bhagyank number. Bhagyank number, your destiny number, is basically summation of all the numbers in your date of birth. That is your day, month and year. So what we'll be doing is, we will be adding 1 plus 9 plus 0 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 6, which is equal to 43. Now again, 43 that you have, it is a double digit number. So again, like you guys know the deal, we add both these numbers till we get a single digit number. So your Bhagyank will be equal to 7. Now that you have been able to understand how to calculate your Moolank, that is your life path number, and how to calculate your Bhagyank, that is your destiny number, let us try to understand how to actually identify your core lucky numbers. So for that, there are two ways of which we'll be going about, or two-step process that we'll follow. But before that, let me just give you a quick disclaimer maybe. I will also be linking a tabular column which lists out your friendly numbers, enemy numbers and neutral numbers for each Moolank and Bhagyank, which would be required for the calculations further on. It will either be linked over here on the screen or at the end of the video. You can definitely refer to it for calculating your own. But here, let us get started. So like I said, keeping in mind of the chart that is there, let us consider your Moolank and your Bhagyank numbers. So the two-step process that you have to follow is, step 1, write or down numbers from 1 to 9, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And keeping in mind of the chart, check your, for example, here it's Moolank 1. So for Moolank 1, check which is the enemy numbers and neutral numbers and cross that in this, entire 1 to 9 numbers that you've written. Second step, the same process will be followed for your Bhagyank number. So just to demonstrate it, now you can see I'm writing numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This will be for my Moolank, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This will be for my Bhagyank number. Now, like I said, when you look into the chart that you have, the numbers that are basically either your neutral number or your enemy number for number 1 Moolank is number 4, number 7 and number 8. So this is for your Moolank number. Similarly, let us consider for your Bhagyank. Now, when you consider your Bhagyank is number 7. So for 7, let us identify which are the neutral numbers and which are the element numbers and scratch them off. So they are the numbers 2, number 7, number 8 and number 9. So now that you have understood about this, let us write a common number range from 1 to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And we'll scratch out all the numbers that are there in both Moolank scratching and done and the Bhagyank number scratching done. So you can see 2 was not there, 4 is scratched out, 7, 8 and 9 is scratched out. So the remaining numbers that you get over here are number 1, 3, 5 and 6. So as per your calculated date of birth, your lucky numbers that you have are these. Okay. So now that you understood till here, you have been able to understand how to calculate your personalized lucky numbers as per your date of birth. Now let us jump into understanding how to see if these lucky numbers align with the house numbers and whether they can prove beneficial for you or not. So for understanding this, let me give you 3 scenarios. One, you actually have independent houses that you're looking at. And second, you're looking at a site that you want to purchase and you want to see if it is the site number is associating with your lucky number. And 3, if you want to consider flats, apartments or row houses. Keeping all of these 3 in mind, let me give you the basic idea behind this. So if you're looking at an independent house or a site area, what happens is these are basically not community related. They're independent sites that are registered probably under your jurisdiction of your city limits, and hence it has its individual identity. It's not associated with a complex or any like how we associate with an apartment. It's an independent entity. So if you have a site number say 100, or if you have 101, 102, whatever it is, what you'll be doing is you will be so let us consider the number 100 for example. If it is 100, we will individually add all the digits till we get a single number. So here, like you can see, number 1 that you see over here is the summation of the number of this site or the independent house. And similarly, in our lucky numbers, we have number 1. So we do know we have a lucky number 1. The site that you have seen also here is 1. So yes, this can be considered. If you're interested in purchasing this independent house with the numerology number 1 or the site with the numerology number 1, you can definitely choose this as this aligns with your numerology lucky number. For instance, if you have the number say 101, okay, again the whole concept is summate it till you get a single digit. So you will be 1 plus 0 plus 1, which is equal to 2. Now that you've got a number 2 over here, and when you consider your lucky number aspect over here, you do not have 2 as your lucky number, but your site numerology calculation comes to 2. So at this point you will not consider this site because it is not a numerological aspect for you. Okay, so this is about that. Now this the site and the independent house aspect is completed. Let us understand for in terms of apartment complexes or for if you're designing for any row house or any community level where you have a lot of commonalities between spaces shared by multiple homes and families. So let us consider an aspect of a flat just to make it easier, because this is something that is found majoritively. Okay, now imagine this is one entire apartment complex in one floor, and most of the times apartments minimum they have 2 flats per floor. Only if it is a builder floor probably or a very luxurious space, you'll be able to see one entire floor occupying one flat. But majoritively what would be happening is in a flat you would be having 2 or more flats in one floor. At that point what happens, you have passages, you have services, certain entities, all of this which plays a common role. So whenever the naming of any apartment or flat number happens, you'll be able to see, you'll get the alphabet such as D102. This D can either be the wing or the block or whatever, but this is how the numbering goes: A102, D103, something like this. So in that case, the most commonly asked question is, do we consider D while calculating the house numerology? And the reason why I'm answering this is, when you learn numerology in detail, even alphabets have their own numbers that they are associated to. But while calculating your lucky number or your house number, we do not consider this D or alphabets that are there, because these are all considered as commonalities of a space. We are only required to consider the personalized number, like your house number dedicated, that is there. So out of the D102, you will only be considering the number 102 for calculation. You will see when 102, when added together, when it is forming a single digit, if that single digit is there also in your lucky number calculated, then you can consider it. That is basically the logic. Just to give you a quick breakthrough, like I said, in your D102, you'll only be considering the number 102. You will be adding 1 plus 0 plus 2, which gives you 3. Okay, now that you can see, number 3 is also there for us in our calculated lucky number. So this is a good number that we can choose for, buying or moving into the space. It can be considered. You can do this irrespective if it is your independent house or your rented property that you want to buy. But yes, for those of you who are seeking to understand how to go about it, this is the way of how it is. So saying that, hope I gave you a clear understanding how to approach to understand firstly how to calculate your lucky number as per numerology, and second, how to go about calculating your house number and seeing whether that house number is lucky for you or not, using both of these aspects. So saying that, thank you very much.